Jesse Sponberg, JESSIE-SPONBERG.
Okay, and so you're representing Occupy?
No, I represent Camp Cascadia.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I thought you said that you were...
I did sleep in the camps downtown, so,
Okay.
but Occupy is a verb, not a noun. It's something you do, not who you are.
Tell me a little bit about why you guys are here tonight.
Well, we're here because Portlanders cannot afford to continue paying to line the pockets of Charlie Hales and his friends. That's in a nutshell. This water restructuring that's going on with decommissioning these reservoirs and building new reservoirs and everything that entails is going to cost us $400 million. And that's going to come with a projected rate increase of 44% over the next 5 years. Already your water bill is the highest bill in Portland. It's higher than your cable bill, it's higher than your phone bill. And eventually we're going to reach a point where people are priced out of the water game. I mean, what's going to happen when people just simply cannot afford water anymore? You know, in the last 10 years, our water rates have gone up 230%. And so when you factor in the minimum expected 44% estimate, and then you factor in our annual increases, let's just say our annual increases were only 5% a year, that's still 25% increase for annual increases, then 44%. Now we're looking at like a 69% increase in our water bill. And right now, we can't afford it. You know, I'm a single dad, and it's just me and my son who's in the shower, and our water bill is still over $300 every quarter. And if you look on the website, the Water Bureau only charges $3.33 for 770 gallons of water. So then you look at that bill and you go, well, if 330 gallons is only supposed to cost, if 770 gallons is only supposed to cost $3.30, where is this bill coming from? And it's all past debts that we owe, these big bonds that we settled. So water is collateral. And then we're already still in debt, and we will never be able to pay back the interest on the money that we already owe. And so these people just continue to line their own pockets, and we simply can't afford it. And so you know, this isn't one of those things like BullRun where we had a referendum, there was an election, you know. So we need, in this instance, is direct pressure upon city. They were elected to represent us, and not representing us at all. They're representing a very small portion of the people that contributed money to them. Most notably Joe Glicker, former Water Bureau employee, who after he helped get the ruling that Portland failed, he moved into the private sector with CH2M Hill and became the guy that got the contracts to build the reservoir. Some kind of oversight, and there is none right now. And the only thing that we have that would resemble an oversight is the Oregon Health Authority. Now you got to remember, when you're dealing with the Oregon Health Authority, those are the same people that met behind the scenes with the fluoride lobbyists. Those are the same people who worked to suppress the results of the Smart survey. Those are the same people whose director just resigned in shame, facing 3 major scandals. And it's the same Oregon Health Authority that got caught red-handed stealing lawn signs. Are these the people that should be making our decisions? No, they're not. We don't want to break any rules. We don't want anybody to get hurt, but we need our message to get out. So, I don't know, as long as the police probably leave us alone, then I don't see why we'd have to stay here all night. We can come back tomorrow during park hours.
Oh, okay.
But you know, if the cops come and try to intimidate us, like they have, and they try to bully us off the block, then we're probably going to have to stand up for ourselves. You know, and even though it might be against the law, civil disobedience is one of the strongest traits that this country has. You know, civil disobedience. But we honor the history. We honor the history of the reservoirs, and we look to keep them in the future by doing what we do.
So you'll refuse to leave the police ask you to tonight?
Yeah, look, we're not breaking any laws. There's no reason for the police to be here. Just leave us alone. You know, any police involvement we see is intimidation. Especially because when we announced that we were going to have Cascadia, the only city agency that reached out to us was the police. And that's disheartening, because the police have no authority to help us fix our reservoir problem. Their only place in this, the only role that the police have in this is to serve as the intimidating strong arm of the corporate interests. So when they reach out to us, but Charlie Hales doesn't, the Water Bureau hasn't, the Oregon Health Authority hasn't, we just find that very disingenuous and very frustrating. So.
behalf of the entire city, we are fully supportive of the First Amendment, free expression, and free speech. Of course, the park closes at midnight, and rules for the parks are here for the park's well-being and people's safety. We're seeing a really positive, peaceful protest, and the city fully supports the First Amendment rights of people to assemble and make their voices heard. Park rules exist for the park's well-being and people's safety. We are stewards of this park and its natural areas and our drinking water. So that's the most important thing the city wants to make sure people understand, is that we fully support the right to organize and demonstrate as constitutionally protected. But just because you're doing free speech doesn't mean you get to break laws. And park rules, those laws exist for our safety and the park's well-being. And if the tenor of what we're seeing right now continues as it is, it ends at midnight, I think it'd be best for everyone. They've gotten a lot of exposure, they've gotten their message across, and if they do what they're supposed to, keep the park in condition, I think everyone wins.
Yeah. There's some tents here, though. Does that concern you that they're going to be?
Yeah, the park rangers, I'll give you a flyer. The park rangers are handing out flyers educating people on the park rules. Just a little bit of flexibility in terms of how their discretion goes. But yeah, tents are structures that are against the park rules. Staying past midnight for the park hours, it's camping, it's park rules, disobeying a park officer. But really, I mean, I'm feeling a very good vibe here. If I can I'm really getting a good sense of people's intentions in states like this, which is what we're all looking for. The city would be delighted.
Thank you all so much for coming out tonight. Coming out today. This has been incredible. It's been incredible to see everybody from homeowners, neighbors, people all across the city, from the city hall from city hall individual to the house coming up here to give support. It's really incredible to see all of you people coming together and actually demanding something out of our elected representatives. With Charlie Hale, I want to leave you with this one last note. This is a classic example of a public servant serving himself. And this is a really easy issue to focus on. We're asking for something super simple here. Type up two letters requesting, the help of Representative Blumenauer and Senator Merkley. That's it. 2 letters. They can put in all this work, hours and hours of work, to set up rosters for the Portland Police Department to come out, for the Parks Department to come out and tell you to remove your tent. You know how many hours of work that takes? I was in the military for 8 years. That's a lot of hours. You get a lot to get people here to do that. So they can do that and not do the very simple thing that we're asking them to do. And we find that terribly sad. And because of this, we ask you to come and join us tomorrow. And we ask you to join us the next day. And the day after that. Starting every day, 5 p.m. to midnight. Let the city know. You're not going to mess with our water. We don't know. So hey, hang out, enjoy your time, get to know people, talk, mingle. And when you go home tonight, and as you're going through your day tomorrow and through the weekend, talk about this with people and bring them out here. You see that this is a safe environment. It's an environment for children. It's an environment for families. It's an environment for the elderly. It's an environment for all of us to come